why don't you quit playing with my head? Why don't you give me a break? I'm just a fool when it comes to loving you. Could you give me a break? I'm just a fool when it comes to loving you.
Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. Happy Wednesday evening to you, or as I like to refer to, happy hump day. I hope you all are having a great week. I hope you all had a great weekend and a great week. And I hope the weather is a little bit drier by you than it is here by me. We have had nothing but rain for the last 4 or 5 days now. And sometimes it's been a little bit severe. We are actually under another severe thunderstorm watch tonight. So we'll see how things go. I didn't see that there was any rain in the forecast so far, but we'll have to wait and see how things go. But anyway, welcome back. As you can see, Ivy is here joining us again, and I have very good news to report. In that Benji's e-collar, his inflatable collar, is officially off. And we are not really sure who's more excited, him or Addison, because the two of them have not stopped playing since Tuesday when we took it off. So it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. What am I doing here? Hi, Terry. Good evening. So tonight we are working on our whips and UFOs, and of course we didn't finish up with our bunny wall hanging for our Schools of the Year project last week, so that's what we're going to be finishing up with tonight. And then, depending on how much time is left, I still have the other February and March ones that I need to get quilted up and done. So we might switch over to those, and we'll just kind of see what happens. I also have some fabric I need to cut, so who knows? That's what the WIP Wednesday is all about. It's just kind of working on whatever you've got going on in your sewing room. So make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments and in the chat. Let me know what you guys are working on tonight or this past week. What WIPs and UFOs you guys are looking at. I'm glad I checked to see who's on. Yeah, Terry, you know, I should probably send you guys a schedule. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I should probably send my moderators a schedule so they know when I'm gonna be on. I should probably do that, and I don't, and I probably need to be better about it. But anyway, let me show you guys really quickly what it is that we're going to be working on tonight. Then I will hop into chat and say hello, and then of course we will take care of some four-legged friends. But let me show you what it looks like first. You can see there this little bunny block. We have done parts of it already. We finished his we finished his ears, and then we finished this center section here where this carrot is. So those are the two sections that we have finished already. But we're going to be working on the rest of it here today, so that'll be a lot of fun. But let me hop into chat really quickly and say hello to everybody there. What did I do with my mouse? I noticed I put my mouse away. Carrie Leonard was the very first person in chat this evening, so good evening, Carrie Leonard. Thank you so much for being here this morning, or this evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Linda Denton is also here as well. Linda, good evening. Welcome back. It is so great to see you. Sylvia is also here. Sylvia, sorry about the whole thimbles thing a little bit earlier tonight. For whatever reason, Streamlabs decided to turn itself off. It does that every once in a while, and so that's why I usually try to check it before the stream to see if it was on, but I had some other things I had to take care of, and so I didn't catch it right away. So I apologize for that, but it is working now, so good luck to you. I hope you win lots of thimbles tonight. So Sylvia, good evening. Sandra K is also here this evening. Good evening, Sandra. Sandra, you said that you had to drive 30 miles to get gas in your car today because Austin was out of gas. Like, I didn't even know there was a thing. Like, New Fear unlocked. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. I mean, I know during COVID, like, there was a shortage and stuff, but, like, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's really weird. Is that because of, like, flooding, or I'm so naive when it comes to that stuff, so you'll have to bear with me. But I'm sorry to hear that you had to travel that far for gas. My goodness. That is scary stuff right there. Let's see. Who else is here in chat with us this evening? Hi, Ivy. Mommy sees you there. Just give me a minute. You're going to have to wait. Let's see who else is here this evening. Sorry, still scrolling through to make sure I grab everybody or get everybody. And of course, Terry is here. Good evening, Terry. Again, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being one of my moderators. I truly, truly appreciate all the hard work that you put in. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Oops, scrolled too far. Hang on, just about there. Hi, baby. She's so cute. Hi, Patty. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Raven, also good evening. Welcome back. Thank you, Raven, for being a member of the channel. I truly appreciate it. We did have a members-only live stream on Monday. Unfortunately, Mama Joyce was not feeling the greatest. She is doing much better, by the way. But she was not feeling the greatest, so we opted not to work on our Blackberry Bramble project on Monday, and instead we decided to work on just some other stuff here on the channel. You guys got to see that I actually took some yardage and cut it up because I needed to refill my stash of fat quarters because you guys have wiped me out of fat quarters, which is totally fine. That's the whole point of them. But I was getting to a point where I only had like 5 of them left, so I had to refill. So I am fully stocked up on fat quarters now. But you guys get to see a bunch of those, so you get a little sneak peek of what might be coming in the mail to you here in the next few days. If that's something that's of interest to you, becoming a member, just make sure you click the button down below. It's usually a square with a $ sign in it. You can click on that and then select the option that says members. And I think for as little as $2.99 a month, you can be part of that elite club and hang out with me here. There is also the Fat Quarter Club that is available as well, where I will send you 3 free fat quarters every quarter. 3 random fat quarters from my stash every quarter. as my way of saying thank you and helping support the channel. So if that's something that you're interested in and receiving a little bit of happy mail from me every quarter, make sure you click that link down below. Let's see who else is here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Good evening, bud. Welcome back. He was here this past weekend hanging out with. Oh, Mary is also here this evening. Good evening, Mary. Oh, welcome back as well. Lucas was here this past weekend with Tony. They did an adult Easter egg hunt. That was kind of cool. So I got to see all about that. But him and Mr. Wizard have been communicating with regards to his million thimble redemption. So they will be working that out. And once that is available to show, it's not built yet. Obviously, Mr. Wizard needs to do some building first. So once it is built, I will make sure to show that off here on the channel before it goes to the new home of Lucas. So congratulations to him again for the million thimble redemption. And I just looked at the top chat a few minutes ago, and there's a couple of you that are getting pretty close. So it'll be a race to the finish to see who gets to that million thimbles next. So lots of fun there. So make sure you check that out. Linda, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you also. Happy Wednesday evening to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Let's see. I think I've gotten everybody in chat. There's Jess. Hi, Jess. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. If I have missed you in chat, I do apologize. Please let me know that you are there one more time for me. But this time I need you to tag me in it. You can do that by using the @ symbol. That's the A with the circle around it, or the shift number 2 on your keyboard, and then type in "So Not an Expert," all is one word. And what that does is it highlights it on the screen, so then hopefully I don't miss it again. But welcome back, everybody. Happy Wednesday evening to you. Thank you again so much for being here this evening. Hopefully, we don't get any bad weather that cuts the power out. It's very rare that that ever happens, but who knows? You guys might get to see me jump scare from a thunder again. It's still so funny. Fern, good evening. Welcome back to the channel as well. Thank you so much for being here this evening. I hope you're well. All right, so let's take care of our four-legged friends, and then let's get started with our bunny, our bunny hop. She heard me say four-legged friends, and she immediately popped out. She knows who she is. She knows what's coming. But we got to call the rest of them in here. So are you ready? Let's see who comes running. Who's first? There's Addie and Benji and Wrigley. Hi, Benjamin. Yeah, look at you. Wrigley, can you sit? Good girl. Thank you. Ivy, that's not sitting. That's not sitting. Thank you. Good girl. Addison. Good girl. Benji, take it nice. Good boy. Good boy. All right, one more for everybody. One more. Say hello to our friends. Say hello, friends. Thank you for being here tonight with Mommy. One more for Benji. Benji, take it nice. Good boy. Good boy. He's learning. He's learning. Sherry says, I just love them. I love them too. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. I love them too. All right, all gone. Thank you. We'll maybe call them out again later. We'll see. Oh, I see all those parts there. Yeah, those are the babies. But yeah, as you can see, Benji's doing really well. He's got his inflatable collar is all gone now. We took his harness off, and now unfortunately there was a little bit of a side effect with regards to wearing his harness for that long. All of the hair on his chest has been completely matted, and so we're gonna have to make the heartbreaking decision to cut his hair. Which was gonna have to happen anyway because he's gonna start getting his adult coat soon, and so his puppy coat is just gonna mat like crazy, like Addison's did. But we're gonna have to cut his hair a little bit sooner than we were hoping. So we're all a little upset about that because we just absolutely love his long fluffy hair. But plus it's gonna be getting warm out soon anyway, so he probably needs it. But yeah. They do bring such love to the home. They really do. They do. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've had dogs almost all my life, and I would never trade it for the world. So, but anyway, welcome back again. Yes, he is completely free of all restrictions, Terry. And trust me, I don't know which one's more happy, him or Addison. Honestly, I don't because they have been just going crazy. So I'm sure at some point in time they will come barreling into here. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, he's completely free of all restrictions. He does technically still have some stitches internally. They will dissolve over time. They said that his external stitches usually will dissolve within 2 weeks, and if at this point he's completely healed. So if he were to lick any of them loose, it would be fine. There wouldn't be any concerns. Um, and then he might have a couple of internal stitches, and those will dissolve over time. So I didn't have to take him to have any stitches removed or anything like that. So yes, it does. It gets matted from the rubbing, and he's still got his puppy coat. He will get in his adult coat here soon, and as he does, when his adult coat comes in, he gets that undercoat, and that undercoat mats. It's like baby fine cotton hair, and it just mats like crazy. With Addison, when she was a puppy, after about the 7-8 month mark, we had to keep her hair really really short for quite some time because it would just mat like crazy. Since I mean, obviously she's much older than that now, and so now she doesn't have as much trouble with matting. But she had just her back haunches were just completely matted all the time because they were playing and stuff. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to cut his hair, and it breaks everybody in our family. We're all like heartbroken about it because we just love it, but it has to happen. So we haven't made the appointment yet, but we're gonna need to do that sooner rather than later. So yeah, so don't be surprised if you come back to another live stream with to a little bit of a culture shock, a little bit of a shock. So nobody be too worried about it. So we'll get there though. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our project for tonight. For those of you who have just joined us, welcome. And back working on our year in schools project. We are making this cute little bunny. We have made the bunny's ears here, and we have made this middle section here. I'll actually show it to you. I can show you the real thing. Um, so here are the bunny's ears with the little bow. Isn't it adorable? And then here is the center section. This is his paws here and the little carrot that he's holding. So we've made those already. So now we're gonna move on to the rest of Raven says, Lucas, stop stealing my thimbles. He doesn't have any to steal. He traded them all in. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the rest of the project here. We've got another 2 pages and 2 steps left to go. There are a total of, oh no, maybe not. Oh, okay, those are alternate instructions to make the boy block instead of the girl block. So there's another full page of instructions. So there's 31 steps total, and we are on step number 21. So not too bad. And I figure we'll probably finish this evening if we move right along. So how is everybody doing this evening? What are y'all hanging out doing? What you're working on? Things like that. We are going to be going ahead, and you can also see, maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but my baby Lack, is back home. I picked her up over the weekend. I set her back up after our live stream on Sunday. She is right as rain. I have not sewn on her yet, but they did give me the little swats that they had sewn on her already, so they knew that she was working. But we'll get to experience that here in just a few minutes. And I know that on Sunday we talked about the fact that I was probably going to end up buying myself a new sewing machine now that I figured out that it will fit in my cabinet. I have not bought anything yet. Here's the thing. I was going to buy the Juki 2110. I had already had my mindset that that's what I was going to buy. We were going to get it, no big deal. And then somebody, we won't name any names, but somebody pointed out that the Brother, which is the brand that I really love, has an equivalent version of the 2010 that is actually like a couple $100 cheaper. So now I'm torn again. So now I don't know what I want to do yet. So I haven't bought anything. I haven't made any decisions yet. I have a strong suspicion that I will probably end up with the Brother now instead of with the Juki. But I actually want to do my due diligence and actually go to the stores that have those machines and kind of play with them a little bit to see which one I like better. So no new machine yet, but it is definitely something that's going to happen this year. We'll see. Joyce, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. I hope you are well. Oh, Lucas, you got the car that you're going to have Mr. Wizard build? Oh, awesome. Awesome. Well, you'll have to get it dropped off here so he can start on it for you. He's excited. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's start with our U fabric. We need to go ahead and attach some squares to it. These are H squares. So I need one there, one there, and then I need one there, and one there. Okay. You know what I forgot to grab? These two things. Please don't spill. There we go. Ooh, that would have been bad. It was just mommy. I'm okay. I don't need any saving, but I appreciate it. It was just mommy. It's okay. It was just me. Thank you for coming to check on me. Yeah. She thought I dropped the bag of treats. I'm okay. But thank you. Thanks for checking. I got it. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Oh, you want kisses? Okay, we can have a kiss quick. But Mama's talking to her friends. Yeah, I'm talking to her friends. We gotta make a bunny rabbit. Hi, baby. Sorry, I get easily distracted when they come around. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. There's one here again. So, like I said, there is rain coming through, and it's so humid in our house right now. We actually had to break down. I hate to say this, but we actually had to break down and turn the AC on because it was so hot and humid in the house last night. None of us were going to be able to sleep. The dogs, it was just too hot for them. So, so we did. We broke down. We turned the AC on. We won't have it on for long, because it is supposed to get colder again this coming week. But just to get the humidity out of the house, just to get the humidity out, it was awful. So, all right. I'm in a really good mood for hump day. That is true. That is true. I'm trying to embrace having a good day. That's what it is. I actually had a pretty good day today. I think my new employee that we just hired, I think he's going to work out real well. I'm excited about it. And yeah, so I'm just really excited. I'm trying to manifest a good day. All right, so it seems like it's sewing really nicely. It's much quieter. You guys notice? Much, much quieter. It's amazing how a nice, good, deep cleaning will do that for you. The Hudson Hornet Raven? No, I don't believe it's a Hudson Hornet. I actually think it's a Corvette. Isn't it a Corvette, Lucas? It's a Corvette, isn't it? Let's see. My thread cutter's back. I got my thread cutter back. We know their motives. That's right. Yeah, they didn't come in to say hello to me or to check to see on me. They thought I dropped the treats. They thought I dropped the treats. All right, let me turn that on. So we need to make, let me check the directions one more time here. So we need to make one like this and one like that. Easy enough, right? Yep, yep, easy enough. Grab this here. Wait. Lucas says no comment. Oh, did you pick something else different, Lucas? Is it not a Corvette? I thought it was a Corvette. For instance, I want a GTO. Do you want an older style GTO, like an OG GTO, or do you want like a new one? I'm not. I actually had a friend who owned one of the newer ones, and I mean they were okay. They were not bad, but the older ones are better. Let's face it. Nothing's better than a classic, right? Lucas is gonna keep it a secret. All right, that's fine. I don't honestly remember what it is. I know you and Mr. Wizard were talking about it. Um, hang on here. Let me grab. You know, I'm completely unorganized today. Just completely unorganized today. Ouch. The older one. Okay. Ooh, a '68 Firebird. That's nice. Yeah, Mr. Wizard is an Oldsmobile guy. He likes his favorite car is a 442. That's what his favorite car is, a 442. 8 miles per gallon. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, they weren't exactly fuel efficient, were they? They were not exactly fuel efficient. No. All right, so let's go ahead and iron these up now. All right. So this is the top of our spool. Must not have used this one very often because the glue is coming through. Yes, Lucas likes the newer model Corvettes, the ones that look like space cars or other supercars, I guess. I'm not a big fan of the new body style. I much prefer the older one myself. Actually, I prefer the 70s, 80s models myself, but that's just me. Sylvia says, I like walking. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Sylvia. Yeah, that's probably a better way. Probably healthier, too. Raven says, Lucas, don't ruin this for us. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. But so yeah, so Lucas and Mr. Wizard are working on his million symbol redemption, which he decided to actually go with the car since it's been what we've been talking about this whole time. So, all right, so there's that, and now I need to put some N and H's, make one of each. Older is better, yeah. 1974 GTO. Ooh, wow, that's nice. A 70 Corvette. That's nice too. One of my friends, when I was growing up, when I was in high school, him and his dad both owned classic Corvettes. He had an 82, and his dad had a 79. They were very nice. Oh, you little. Well, one thing that hasn't changed is it still eats up the corner. Still is eating up the corners. Oh my gosh. Still eats up the corners. It's good to know some things don't change. Try this again. So somebody told me, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody had told me that to try to help see tone on tone fabrics that I should get myself a blacklight. So I got one. I bought myself a little handheld blacklight so that I could help myself see the tone on tone fabrics. And I tried to use the white, I tried to look at the white tone on tone fabrics that we've been using for the Swirling Leaves project. They didn't help. So it did not help. It didn't, like, I was hoping it was like gonna light up, but it did nothing. So that was kind of disappointing. Hi Brenda, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. So yeah, it did not help. So I still have the black light. I'm sure I will use it for other things. But yeah, it didn't work. And I was actually kind of disappointed by that because I was expecting it to do something and it didn't. Double check to make sure that I sewed these up correctly before I trim them. Trim off these little corners. Yeah, Raven, that's what I had heard too. And so I tried it and it doesn't work. At least not with that particular fabric. Maybe other fabrics. Maybe it's just that specific fabric it doesn't work with. But yeah, I tried it because I'm having a little bit of trouble with the tone-on-tone fabric for our Swirling Leaves project, and it did nothing. It did not help at all. So back to square one. Woke from a little nap. Well, lucky you. I'm jealous. I want to take a nap. Actually, I don't, because if I try to take a nap now, I'll just sleep through the night. Like I will, and then I'll be completely useless tomorrow because I will have slept too much. Should be more glowy. Well, we'll try it again when we get back to our Swirling Leaves project. I think next week actually is our Swirling Leaves project. When we come back to it, we'll try it together and we'll see. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I don't know, but I couldn't get it to work. But here, I'll show you what I got. I got it's not that one. I have too many. I have a regular flashlight, regular one, and then I have the black light. See the black light, which you can see threads all over me. But I do have one here, and it doesn't. I can't get it to work, so I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what. But we'll try it out. I'll try it out. I'll show you. Because I'm a firm believer in trying new things, and so this way you guys don't have to buy it. I'll buy it, and we'll figure out if it works or not, right? Okay. Assemble fabric G squares to the top of any units. So that's these here. G's. Oh, that's my meds. Did I shut the lights out? I did not shut the lights out, Terry. I did not do that. I will try that. I will absolutely try that. Maybe that's the problem. I just figured it would kind of glow. Like everything else kind of glows without turning the lights off, so. But I will try that. Yeah. We're going to be working on that project next week, so I don't really have a good way of shutting all my lights off at one time, but we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Maybe you need a rave-sized black light. One of those big ones. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? That would be funny. That would be so funny. Oh my gosh. That would really be funny. I'd love that. Alright, so let's... Okay, so now this one is stuck. What did I do here? Let's try 3. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. Fern, good question. She wants to know, did everybody give me a thumbs up? That's a great question. If you haven't, please consider doing so for me. Really helps out the channel. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try it again. Let's try this way. No, it just keeps eating it on me. I think I had this problem the last time that they cleaned it for me. It just kind of kept eating things for a little while. Let's see. See if it works this time. All right. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to press this one towards the G fabric. I'm not quite sure what we're making here. It looks like it might be like the top of the legs or something. I'm not sure. Not sure. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out soon enough. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. So it's this piece here. I gotcha. So we need to attach it to the sides of this one here. This one here. To the side. So it's like his arms, basically. Oh, Brenda, you might be right. Yeah, she says I have a tiny black light that's like for keychain. I glued it to my machine. It works for me. Yours may be too big. It's possible. It is a distinct possibility. It goes this way. Look at that, right? Right? No. Nope. I had it right the first time. It goes this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, I mean, it very well could be. I mean, you know, like I said, I bought one. It's just a cheap one from Amazon. It's nothing fancy. I thought, what the heck? I'll give it a try. See if it works. And I have not gotten it to work yet. But maybe it's not the right light. Maybe I have too much bright light in here. Who knows? But we're going to try it out. We're going to try it out. All right, so there's one side. Go ahead and sew up the other side now. All right. Looking a little bit better now. Got some extra threads here. Normally I don't clip my threads, but because I didn't have a thread cutter on the other machine I was using, I have a lot of really long tails, so I'm trying to clip them all. This one says press it towards the outside, so this way. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, somebody mentioned that I'm in a good mood today, and they are right. I am in a good mood today. You know, I'm just trying to be positive and have a good time. And, you know, anytime I get to spend any time in here, that's always puts me in a better mood. And, you know, I like the thunderstorms. They make me absolutely batty with anxiety, but I actually really like them. I like to hear them. I like to see them. So that could be part of it too. It's that time of the year for it. We're going to let that sit for just a second. But yeah, I am liking it. I think I might have mentioned to you guys already, but our Sunday stream, I'm going to have to cut our Sunday stream short by 30 minutes because I do have a celebration of life that I need to go to right after our live stream on Sunday. And it's about 45 minutes away, so I really need to like book it the second we finish. And then we will be doing our Peace of Mind Mending Pieces series over on Katie's channel Sunday afternoon, early evening. And so it actually worked out really well that we were going to start later this week again, because I should be back like just right after we start the stream. So I'm going to be a little bit busy. Oh, Fern, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Did you know that today is National Purple Day? Yeah, National Purple Day. Purple it or something. Something to do with military children. But yeah, wear purple. So I always wear purple. So, But thank you very much for that. Very kind of you to say. All right, so let's go ahead and put the tops and the bottoms of our spool on now. This is our spool. Might actually need to put a new needle in here. I am doing a little bit of bobbin chicken here. I have just a small amount of bobbin left from the other machine. So I'm using that up, and then I've got another one ready to go when we run out. Raven says, unfortunately, the storms didn't make it. The trees down at the didn't make the trees come down at the new house and at his parents' house. A tree fell on the pontoon, not on his fishing boat that we want to sell. Well, I mean, I'm not sure why that's unfortunately. It sounds like it's good news that nothing fell, or maybe I read that wrong. Um, it kind of sounds to me like that's a good thing that the trees didn't fall on anything but the boat, the fishing boat. My dad had a fishing boat growing up. It wasn't a pontoon boat; it was just a regular fishing boat, a flat bottom fishing boat. Where is my Iron Maiden? She is being lazy and hanging out in her bedroom. You know what? I didn't even ask her if she wanted to join tonight. She looked like she was pretty comfy, and I didn't want to really bother her. She's been working a lot of hours lately at work. She's been putting in 11-hour days, so she's pretty tired. And then, because it's been so hot and humid out, she's actually was, hot and humid today. So I just kind of let her be. She's probably either napping or watching some TikTok before she falls asleep. Under a tornado warning. Oh boy, Lucas. Yeah, no, you totally should cut out. You gotta get away from the windows, go downstairs. Yeah. Oh, you want the trees out of the yard. That's fair. Okay, now I understand. Now I understand what the problem was. I get it now. That's funny. Now I understand. Looks like this piece is just too long and it's gonna be a little bit of a problem because it's really far off. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not supposed to be perfect, right? Sorry to hear that you are under a warning, Lucas. Please be careful. All right. So this is what our spool. This is our actual spool. So that's what our spool looks like. A little off, but that's all right. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. But that's what that looks like for now. So now we are working on. Are you gonna go outside like a normal Midwesterner? Yeah, right. We need our F fabrics. Oh, FF, which is number 6. Got it. And we need our T's, which is this one here. Okay. go this way. We have one in that corner, and one in that corner, and then we have one in that corner, and one in that corner. All right. Going outside. Yeah, probably. It's true though. It's really true. Yeah. Ryan Hall. I love Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is my favorite. He's who I go to whenever I'm, you know, freaking out. Oh, Max Velocity or Ryan Hall. Yeah, I like Ryan Hall. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. He's one that I watch a lot whenever things are kind of gonna kind of hit the fan here at home. I will pull him out, turn him on. Of course, I also have to have my Brant Miller on NBC. He always keeps me calm. Rat46, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. She says she said they had a tornado touchdown. Hang on. Trying to read that. She said 3 miles north of her and destroyed a couple of buildings. Oh wow, that's scary. That's too close for comfort. I'm sorry. That is way too close for comfort. Of course, we've had ones touch down not too far from us before. The great one from Plainfield a few years ago that basically leveled all of Plainfield. Not that far from us. Kankakee ones that hit are not. They're far enough away that we weren't really under any major threat, but they're still too close for comfort. All right. Raven says, I used to live in Sussex where the tornado touched down yesterday. The funnel clouds started in the town we're moving to. Oh, that's scary. That's a little bit scary, don't you think? This is not too tight. Where's my thread tension? It's too tight. Let's try that, see if that helps. That is scary, though. That is really scary. Alright, let's see what we got. We've had a funnel cloud in our neighborhood. We actually had a funnel cloud. It never touched ground, so it was never considered a tornado, but we've had a funnel cloud in our neighborhood once before. It was a little freaky, a little scary. But we've had one before. But yes, the storms are crazy. They're just, I don't know. I feel like, we always, I think everybody always says, oh, they were so much, they weren't this bad when I was a kid, or they were worse when I was a kid, or blah, blah, blah. I remember there being a lot of thunderstorms when I was a kid, like the tornado warnings and stuff. I remember there being quite a few of them when I was a kid, so I don't really know that it's getting any worse. But there are some years that are worse than others. This year does seem to be a little bit more active than some previous years. Bye, Brenda Hun. Sleep well. Hope you have a great rest of your week. See you on Sunday, hopefully. Terry. Oh my gosh, Terry, that's so funny. Terry says, I'm over here searching for a cricket that was on my leg. After much deliberation, I think it was a piece of fabric. That would be me, Terry. That would be totally me. I would completely freak out because I don't like creepy crawlies. I would completely freak out. Yeah. Too funny. Wow, that is really scary. Or even, yeah. They've moved up 100 miles. That's true. That's true. That's true. Max or Ryan depends on whose energy. Yeah. Sylvie says she's from California. She'd rather deal with the earthquakes. Fair. Fair. Fritz says I hate those cricket scraps. Oh, that's funny. Terry, are you sure you're not drinking? Did you partake in some of your rations, your Saturday rations, a little bit early? Oh, speaking of Saturday, that's right. We will have our After Dark edition on Saturday, Tuesday. The thing is, I flicked it instead of swatting it, and if I had swatted it, I would have saved myself some stress and time. But there, I feel you. I feel you. I understand. I understand. Honey, I unloaded a whole can of hairspray on a plastic spider. So, to each his own. Oh my gosh. So much fun. So much fun. I love it. So much fun. All right. Which way do we go here? Which way do we go? This one goes that way, and this one goes this way. Okay. Now I need my pea fabric, which is over here. I'm not drinking until Saturday. Well, maybe that's the problem. Carrie's dying. She's laughing so hard. She's dying over there. Oh my gosh. So funny. That is funny. That is really, really funny. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right? Oh well, funny. Funny, funny, funny. Because I can totally picture it because I would have done the same thing. I would have freaked out and then I'd be like, oh, never mind. And those are usually the times when Mr. Wizard just looks at me and shakes his head. It's like, you're such a girl. That's what he tells me. Of course, I always go back to what I thought that was one of the things he liked about me. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. I could totally picture it. Yeah, just completely, totally picture it. Curious, I started drinking. Oh my gosh. Terry, that is pretty funny too. She says, "Oh Lord, I used an entire can of flying insect killer on a yellow jacket once. Do you know how long it took to clean up that mess? Slip sliding away." I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I came running in the house one time. I was outside the garage. I used to be a smoker. I'm not anymore. I quit a long time ago. But I used to be a smoker, and so I was out in the garage smoking a cigarette. And I came running in the house. I put the cigarette out, and I came running in the house because I saw this huge spider in the garbage can next to where I was sitting. A huge spider. It was like this big. There was a huge spider. I came running in the kitchen, told Mr. Wizard he had to come kill it, and he went out there to go kill it. And y'all, it was a picture on a bottle. It was it was the spray that you put around the house to kill to get the barrier, the bug barrier. He had the empty bottle in the garbage can and the picture and yeah. I freaked. I came running in here and I'm like, oh my god, it's huge! You gotta kill it. Yeah, it was a picture on a bottle. I do not like creepy crawlies. Yeah, some of the crap that Mr. Wizard has to deal with from me. Yeah. Jerry says, oh no. Yeah. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome to the channel. It's so great to see you again. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. I hope you're giggling, laughing at all of us silly ladies. Silly folks when there are fears of creepy crawlies. Raven says, I have a bug zapper. Best 80 bucks I ever spent. We bought one of those Zevo things that you plug in the wall. Not too bad. It does seem to catch the flies in the summertime, but it does absolutely nothing for the spiders. Absolutely nothing for the creepy crawlies. But it does seem to catch the flies. When the flies get really bad. Fern said, I became beginning to look like mom's losing it again. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. They just, they kind of get used to it after a while. You know, have you ever felt a dog roll their eyes at you? Because mine do it all the time. Mine are constantly rolling their eyes at me. I taped a rubber water bug to the wall in my sister's bedroom. Oh, the fun. My dad tried to kill him with a newspaper. He immediately turned and looked at me when it was. I scared myself once with a plastic bug. So one of the company I work for services a lot of industries, a lot, like all of them. And but one of the industries that I used to work in, because we have all of our departments are separated by different markets, and one of the markets that I used to work for that I don't anymore was the pest control industry. And so one of the gentlemen that I worked with thought it would be a fun idea for Halloween to tape little rubber roaches to everybody's, computer screen. And I knew it was rubber. I knew it was plastic. It was fine. It didn't bother me. It was really cute. Whatever. I named it Fluffy. I would pet it. It's really cute. But so anyway, so he would. I left him taped up on the side of my screen. The little side panel there. I left him taped up there. No big deal. He wasn't hurting anybody. He was just hanging out there. And he must have been there for like a good couple of days. Like it was well after Halloween. Good couple of days. And all of a sudden, like I'm deep in thought. Like working on something. And all of a sudden, this thing moves. It dropped. The tape had let go. Right. And so the thing drops and I jumped out of my skin. I was scared for Jesus out of me because for a half a second I forgot it was fake. I jumped back on the chair. The chair falls over. It wakes up like everybody in the office. I'm like, what just happened? And I'm like, I'm fine. So funny. So funny. Hi, Katie. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. We're just laughing at our own expenses here tonight. Fern says, my husband saved our family from a bumblebee in the house. Well, you got a hero over there. I cannot tell you how many times I've made Mr. Wizard come kill things for me. Uh-oh. I can hear Mr. Wizard. He did something. Wait and see. Hi, baby. Look at Ivy. Look at brother. What's he doing? What are you doing, baby girl? Hi. So yeah, so that was pretty funny. Just he puts up with a whole heck of a lot from me. I hope they were not real bugs, Carrie. I hope they were not real. She says she put bugs in her mom's bed. Oh, no, thank you. Nope. Nope. Taylor was telling me the story that she was at work right after it rained and there was some earthworms there were some earthworms on the ground, and so she just went and somebody asked her, if she could pick it up, move it to another place, and so she just walked over and picked it up with her hands. And the one girl got grossed out, and she's like, "You're not gonna wear gloves?" She was like, "It's a worm. What's it gonna do?" I'm like, "Oh no, I would have lost myself." Nope. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, she thought I was gonna use the doggy poop scoop to pick it up. She's like, "It's a worm. What's it gonna do?" I once had a miller moth fly out of my computer and hit me in the face. I screamed like a little girl in the whole office. Wow. Out of your computer. That was wow. That's a new one. That is definitely a new one. That's right, Terry. Taylor and I have said that before. We say that all the time. But Terry says she has no one there to help her, so sometimes she's got to put her big girl panties on and just take care of it herself. I get that. I understand. I've been there. I understand. Usually when I call Taylor. To collect the bugs. Yeah, it's my mom's stepdaughter, Mr. Wizard's one daughter, loves. She's a big bug person. She used to love the bugs too. Katie says, my oh so helpful coworkers put signs on my desk saying beware of moths. They're so nice. They were just looking out for you. I don't know why that was such a problem. Too funny, too funny. Alright, so now I got H here. I got this one here and that one here. So I've got to attach this one to that corner, this one to that corner, and this one to that corner. We're making the bunny's feet right now. This one, that corner. I see you. You don't need any more treats. She says, Mom, I beg to differ. I'm pretty sure I do. They were just trying to help. Look at Ivy. Yeah, she's right there. I think somebody's got a snack though. She just took off running like somebody had a snack. So she must have heard something crinkle somewhere. She heard something crinkle somewhere. Alright, so I'm gonna grab these and take these off right now. Triple check. Triple check to make sure I'm doing it right. Hi, baby girl. What you doing? What you doing? Alright, there we go. There's one. So we're just making the bunny's feet. Putting his feet on. Why didn't I do that? So machine seems to be working okay. I'm having problems with the thread tension again. I think I had that problem the last time because they reset it all back to, factory settings. And I don't think the factory settings quite work for what I need it to do here. So I always end up having to reset them. But I'm okay with that. It's fine. Go. Do any research on the Juki and the brother machines? Yes, Terry, I was just talking about that earlier. I was just talking about how now, there's been someone has thrown a monkey wrench into my plans, and now I need to rethink what it is I'm doing. I did some research over the weekend, a little bit, not a lot of research. I do actually want to go to one of those shops that's around here that has the brother machine and look at it. Because now that I know it's available, it's kind of like it's a possibility now. So I'm gonna have to rethink some things. So I was all set to get the Juki, and then when you told me about the brother, and I did some research on it, and it turns out the brother is actually a cheaper machine, and it has all of the same features on it. In fact, it actually has the extra. At least the 1600 has the pin in the presser foot or the guide plates. It has a pin in it for thicker, so it kind of acts a little bit as a walking foot, and it helps with thicker materials. So it actually has that feature, whereas the Juki doesn't. So so now I have to rethink my plans. The price is different. Yeah, it's a couple $100 different. Yeah, it's standard pricing is a couple $100 different. Now, of course, different. You know, um, Different stores will offer different prices for things, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research with regards to pricing. But yeah, it's definitely different, and so now I'm gonna have to rethink what I was gonna do, maybe in a good way. So a loon. Oh, it's a diver duck. Interesting. For instance, I like my brothers. I do too. I really do. I truly do. And the Juki has always come very highly rated, and so that's kind of why I was leaning towards that one. And I know that they had a straight stitch. I knew that brother had a straight stitch sewing machine, but I thought it was more expensive than the Juki for some reason. I don't know why I was thinking it was more expensive, but it's not. It's actually less expensive. Um, so now I have to rethink what I'm going to do. So I was just telling everybody earlier in the stream that I haven't bought anything yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to buy yet. I will buy. I will be buying something. I just don't know what yet. Probably the brother. Probably the brother. I mean, I was looking at I was trying to compare everything. Like I was looking at the thread, the needle threader. I was looking at the thread cutter on both of them. I was looking at the presser feed. I was looking at all of the settings on them, like how everything is set. Which way the bobbins go, what size bobbins it takes. Like I was doing all kinds of research over the weekend, and basically, you are right. They're almost the identical machines. The 1600 does have that extra pin in the presser foot or in the guide plate, which seems to help guide bigger feet. So, hey, oh really? Wow, you have the 1500. Okay, awesome. I knew what you meant, hon. Going strong. I got you. I got you. Do you still get your service on a regular basis, or do you feel like it doesn't need to be serviced as often? Because I gotta tell you, this baby lock, I love it to death. It is not as powerful even as the brother is. It's an older machine, so it's not as powerful as the baby lock, and I really do have to have it serviced at least once every 2 years because it just starts to act really funny on me. And I'm assuming that's partly because it's a computerized machine, partly because it's an older machine. Um, but it just does not like the bulk, and it's really starting to become a little bit of a hindrance for me. with regards to trying to sew some things, and it's becoming a little bit of a frustration. Like that brother that we were using earlier, so much better with the bulk fabrics, so with the seams and stuff, just so much better at it. So I think that this baby lock might just not be strong enough for what I need. So oh, you clean it yourself. Oh, cool. Is it easy to maintain? Rita, I agree with you. I agree with you too. Yeah, simple machine, no frills. Yeah, no, I agree. And good evening, by the way. I didn't see you pop in there. Good evening. Welcome back. Rita has been really kind and she's been sharing the link to our channel the last few videos that she's posted up. So I really appreciate that, Rita. Thank you for sharing our community with yours. You can your featherlight. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have a funny feeling. Really easy maintenance. Excellent. Yeah, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna probably end up with the brother because I really like brothers. I really like the machines. Now, the one thing I will say that I was disappointed with regards to both machines, and I think that's just because it's a mechanical machine, is they both have the bottom side entry bobbins. They don't have a drop down, a top down bobbin like my other ones do, and I really kind of like that. But I'm sure that that's just with all machine, all good machines are like that. So that's kind of a little bit of a pain. So it will be a little bit more of a pain to change thread colors out, I think. Um, but you know what? The more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? I have a lot of a lot of thread colors that I can use and stuff. But for the most part, I really just use the black and white. So it's for piecing and stuff. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's definitely not a breaking point or anything. It's just things that I was, thinking about. But I don't think they actually make a mechanical machine that has the the bobbin in the top. So the bobbin is larger, so you don't have to. Well, that was the other thing. I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna have to rewind so many times. But again, if I'm just using the white, it's probably not that big of a deal. Like, honestly, I was just kind of making excuses. I was making excuses as to why I shouldn't get it, shouldn't get either one of them. I was trying to talk myself out of either one of them. But I will end up with one of them for sure. Probably the brother, because it is a little less expensive. It is the same type of machine, and I'm already familiar with the brother machines. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I have not decided yet. But I do want a straight stitch mechanical machine for piecing and things like that. I really don't use a lot of the electronics on this machine. The only thing that I use the electronics for is the auto cutting. The auto cutting. That's really the only thing I use. And that just seems silly to me. And I would like something that's a little bit stronger, not necessarily faster, because I don't like to sew very fast. Um, but I would like something a little bit stronger. Now, the one thing I noticed, and I don't know if it was only on one of them or if it was on both of them, but when I was comparing the Juki and the Brother, one of them had a um, speed gauge, like like to slow the machine down and speed it up kind of thing, and the other one did not appear to have that. It didn't look like it did. Anyway. I wind 6 bobbins at a time, and when they're empty, it's time for cleaning. Once a year, I open it up and oil is needed. Oh, wow, 6 bobbins. That's all you need to do? Six? Wow, that's awesome, actually. That's really awesome. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where my brain was going to. Like they're bigger bobbins, you won't have to wind them as often. You can just wind a bunch of them in one color. You don't have to like overthink this here. So I was really just making excuses for myself at one point, and that's why I kind of put it away and thought, no, I'll look at this again another day. So I will end up with something. I just don't know what yet. The whole time I've been thinking I wanted the Juki, and now that I've been led on to the oh, Katie. So it's the Juki that has the speed control. Yeah, the rabbit and the turtle. Yeah, the brother does not. Okay. Okay. And that's not necessarily a. I'm gonna go this way with this. That's not necessarily a make or break situation. It's just I do like that I can control the speed because I don't sew very fast, and I don't want the machine to go too fast on me. So I do like the fact that I can control the speed on the machines I have now. So, but do I need that? I don't know. Juki has a turtle rabbit slide switch I don't use often. Foot control speed. Sylvia. Well, thank you for that, Sylvia. I appreciate that insight. I do. I really appreciate all the insight you guys are giving me. Um, yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still pondering it. Still mulling it over. I will end up with one of the two. Part of me thinks I'm probably going to end up with the brother just because it is less expensive. And I have brothers and I'm familiar with the brand and I like the brand. I've never had any trouble with them. So I probably will end up with that one, but I don't know. I would like to go play with one. I have not really looked into what stores near me have one. I do have a couple of quilt stores that do have machines. I just don't know if they have that one specifically that I could play with. We'll see. Ivy, why are you whining at me? I mean, I kind of know why you're whining at me, but Raven, yeah, that's why she's whining at me. Yeah. I have a vintage machine that sews 1,600 stitches a minute. I don't need to do more than that. That seems fast. That seems pretty fast. I don't know how many stitches this thing does in a minute. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Lucas, are you still with us? How was the tornado situation? I be quiet. I be quiet. 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 Rita says I got to work with the Big Brother industrial machines when I worked with my dad in his upholstery business. Oh, that's awesome. Terry says Ivy's whining because she wants to come see me. Katie says I ordered mine on Amazon during the pandemic. I bet you probably paid a better price. Well, maybe not. Maybe were prices inflated during the pandemic. I know that Mama Joyce bought her Janome during her original, not the Black Beauty, but the other one during the pandemic. She had a brother that actually like died, so a horrible death, and at the time it was going to cost her more money to fix the machine than it was to just buy a new one. and because that brother she was working on was like like one of those cheap $100 ones, and it was going to cost her like $200 to have the thing fixed, which was just seemed silly. And with the COVID at the time, the machine shop wasn't even open, and she had to make her masks. So Ivy wants to visit Auntie Terry. She would be very spoiled. Katie says, "Yes, she would. Yes, she would for sure. I'm sure she would be." It looks like I had an extra cube. Okay, two extra cubes actually. All right, so all we've got left to put on are our borders. My son's cat has been terrible. We left them home for the weekend, and I have to sleep train him. He's waking me up every hour, singing his meows. Last night it was once. Rita, yeah, I agree. Sometimes it is cheaper to buy new than to fix. It depends on the situation. That is true. Um, in that particular case with Mama Joyce's machine, it really was just cheaper. Because, like I said, she had one of those cheap $100 machines, and the it was in bad shape. It wouldn't sew straight. Something was bent on it. I'm not even really sure what she did to it, but she bent something on it, and it was just not going to be worth it to fix it. And so that's when she bought her Janome that she has now, that she's been using for a few years. That's the one she just had cleaned. And she also has the Black Beauty as her backup machine. But yes, once I figured out that either one of those machines, the Juki and the Brother, would both fit in this cabinet, it became a uh-oh situation. Because Mr. Witch is like, oh crap, here we go. Actually, he supports my purchases that are in here because they're usually not too crazy, and he knows that they bring me joy, so he actually supports them. Plus, he's not the one paying for them; I am, so, so he doesn't really mind. Just like I support all of his purchases for his hobby because I know they bring him joy. Katie, let me ask you something. With your brother machine, do you use the standard presser foot that's on it, or do you have are you able to get a quick connect presser foot? Because I noticed that there is not a quick connect on those. And I really like my guided quarter-inch presser foot, uh, just because I don't normally sew a very good straight line without it. Um, so that is a concern for me. Like, am I going to be able to use the guided presser foot? Can I get a quick connect adapter for it? That kind of thing. Or do I just need to learn how to actually sew a straight line without it? Which, may be a possibility too. Maybe something I need to do. We are just putting the sashing around this block, and then I will give you guys a final reveal of what it looks like. Oh, I use a variety of pressure feet, and I have a 1/4 inch foot. Do you have to use the like the key to change it out, or can you use just is it just the quick connect like these are where it's just the push button? Fern says mine has a quick change on my brother. Is it like mine, Fern, or is it a straight stitch machine or is it a computerized machine? I'm just trying to figure out when they're, given and when they're not, I guess. If that makes any sense. Like I didn't see when I was looking at the 1600, not the 1500, but the 1600, I did not see a quick change lever on it. And I didn't see it listed in any of the features. So I was just kind of curious to know. Again, not a deal breaker type of a situation. Just something I'm trying to figure out is all it comes down to. Like I'm just being whiny. I'm actually gonna use all the buttons. Yours is a computer. Okay. My Juki takes a screwdriver to change the foot, Sylvia says. Katie says, I use a screwdriver, but I haven't looked into the quick connect idea. Okay, gotcha. Fair enough. No, that's fair. I appreciate the feedback. I do. I like the quick connect, the quick change on this one simply because I'm using a guided 1/4 inch presser foot, and then I also have my clear one that I use when I'm sewing up triangles. But you know what? Maybe I need to, be a big girl and and learn how to actually use the. Oh, you use the magnetic guide like Tiffany does. Oh, okay. So that's an option instead of the guided presser foot. Okay, and I didn't even think about that. And then that way you wouldn't have to change it out all the time too. Hmm. Something to think about. I didn't think about that. Not quite square. So I'm just squaring it off a little bit. What model of brother? Brat 46. It's the. Terry, help me out. Which brother is it that I was looking at? It's the 1600. I know that. It's like JS 1600 or JP 1600 something like that. That's the one I'm debating. It's not a computerized machine. It is a mechanical machine, which is kind of what I'm looking at right now. I have two computerized machines, and they work great. I love them. They're fantastic. They do exactly what it is I need them to do. But I'm really looking for something with a little bit more power to it that I don't have to be quite so delicate with regards to seams and fabrics and things. Thank you, PQ 1600. I know it was close. It was not J, it was P. But thank you. That's the one I'm considering. It's either that or it'll be the Juki 2010. I'm not sure yet. I was all set on the Juki 2010 until I learned about the Brother 1600 and did some research and realized that they're basically the same machine and that the Brother is cheaper. So let's go figure. All right. Let's iron up this sashing here, and then I'll show you guys what this block looks like. You can kind of see it. I'm trying to cover it up for you a little bit so you can't really see it. Mine is the CS 6000. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Right, that's right. Until Terry came along and messed up my plans. That's exactly right. But you know what? You may have just saved me some money and made helped me make a better decision too. So I'm not gonna blame you for it. All right, guys, you ready? Here you go. Ta-da! Here's our bunny rabbit. Here's our bunny rabbit. Ta-da! This is our bunny rabbit. That's our bunny rabbit. The bottom of the spool is a little off, but I don't care. I'm not gonna worry about it. Right? Isn't it adorable? It is really cute. It is really, really cute. So it's about 9 o'clock here. So I am going to need to know. So let me show you guys what the fabrics look like. So let me show you what they gave me for. So this fabric here is for the binding and the wall hanging patch. So you can see it's like a checker. It's like a gingham. It's like a greenish, but not quite like a grass green. It's more like a what kind of? It's kind of like this matte green. Really, is what it is. Oh, Lucas is back. Lucas, how's the tornado situation? Lucas has 50 thimbles. Raven says thimbles go to crap when you're around. And then this is the background, the backing fabric. It's like a peach, and it's got these pretty little flowers on it. I don't know if you guys can see the flowers. Yeah. So that is the backing fabric. So, yeah, so I will get this one sandwiched up and then quilted. I'm still working on. Oh, that's good that the warning is gone. I'm still working on the February one and the March one. They're sitting here just off camera. I have the February one quilted, um, but I need to put the binding on that one yet, and then hand stitch down the wall hanging piece. The March one, our four-leaf clover, I've not done that one yet at all. I think I only have that one cut, and then same thing with this one now. So just so everybody can see it again. Yes, he did, Katie. Mr. Lucas did trade his symbols in for the car. Him and Mr. Wizard are working on that. Mr. Wizard gave Lucas a couple of options and told Lucas that if he didn't like anything that he had, that he could pick out what he wanted. And so Lucas found a kit that he wants Mr. Wizard to put together. So Mr. Wizard said that was fine. He would do that. So yeah, as soon as it's put together, I will share that with you guys so you guys can see what it looks like. And we can go from there. But there you go. Alrighty, friends. The bunny is very cute. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for that. I appreciate it. So yeah, it's really cute. I'm really liking these little wall hanging projects that we get every month for the month. So we have May, June, and July left. We had 12. This was a 12-month program. I have July already because I got July kind of early on in the project and we didn't really have time for it. So I actually have July stashed away. We'll get back to July. And then I just got a message that they've just shipped May's, so we'll be doing May's soon. Um, the game needs a hard reset. I have been crawling for months. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think we should reset the thimbles. No, some people have worked really hard for their thimbles. Lucas, do you want a boost? I mean, he does have that power. So anyway, so we've got a few more months left of this project, and then we'll have to come up with something else. But that's okay. In the meantime, I just wanted to remind you guys that I have been keeping these patterns every month. I've been stashing them away, and I will be doing a giveaway once we're done with all 12 of them. I will be doing a giveaway at that time, and I'm going to give all 12 of them away. I have not decided if I'm just going to give all 12 away at once or if I'm going to give 1 month away to 12 people. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I will be giving away the patterns for these because I don't necessarily need them anymore, and that way I feel like it's gifting them off. I feel like um, that way it'll be fun and somebody else can put these together because you don't necessarily need to use the exact fabrics that they have sent. You can use your own fabrics if you want, but all the cutting instructions and everything is all here. So it'll be a lot of fun to work on for somebody. Raven's like, wow, look, I actually have some Kindles. Too funny. You guys are so funny. You're so funny. Yeah, so I have not decided. I like your. For instance, I like your little wall hanging. It's cute. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely gonna give away the patterns. I just don't. I haven't not decided. Yes, I am gonna give the patterns away. The patterns will be a giveaway once they're all done. So once we reach the 12th month, which is July, so technically August, I will do a giveaway for the patterns themselves. Now, I have not decided if I'm going to get one pattern, like 12 separate giveaways of one of the months of the patterns, or if I'm going to just give all 12 months of patterns to one lucky winner. I have not decided on that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet because I don't want to make copies of them and distribute them because these are copyrighted. I did purchase these, so I don't want to do that. That doesn't sit well with me ethically or professionally or copyrighted either. But I can give away them to somebody else as a gift. That's allowed, but I just can't distribute copies of them. So um I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I haven't decided if I want to like give just one away. I don't know. I haven't decided. 12 days of patterns. Yeah, Raven, I thought about that. I thought about doing that too. I don't know. Well, I'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I've got a few more months to figure it out. Like I said, we still have until July. So we have May, June, and then July before I have to figure it out yet. We get tanning for 12 days in a row. Oh my goodness, that would be fun. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I have no idea. But I am keeping them. I have been keeping them. I've been stashing them away. And I will be doing a giveaway of them. I just don't know how or what yet. I don't have thoughts on that yet. Part of me is like, well, somebody is gonna want all 12, because then that way they can make all 12 months. But then at the same time, it's like, what? I don't know that I would just want to give one person all 12 either. So, yeah, that's right, Raven. You have planted a seed. That's right. We'll see if it grows. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. We still have a couple of other monthly projects that we're still working on as well. We still have our Twisted Dream project. I have some of that cut. I actually have some more of it that I need to cut up for that. And then I just signed up for another one that starts in September. That one is a charm pack project. So that one I'll be looking into that. I will be starting that one probably September, October. For instance, I won thimbles and came out ahead. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's rare. That's very rare. And then we still have a couple of other monthly projects that we're doing, and I have not joined a Cotton Cuts one in a while. Not because I don't still absolutely love the company and love the product they offer and things like that. I just kind of wanted to try something a little different. I was kind of like cotton cuts out. Cotton cutted out a little bit. So I wanted to try something different. That's why I signed up for the Norfolk project that we did, which I still have to put the binding on that one, but it is completed. So I signed up for that one. That one was a lot of fun. And then I went to the Twisted Dreams and I did this wall hanging one. These were a lot of fun. So I'm just kind of trying different things to see. And the Blackberry Bramble is also a block of the month program, although I did buy the whole kit all at one time. But that one was a block of the month program also. So I'm just trying different things. I mean, I think Cotton Cuts is an amazing program, and any new quilters out there or people on a very tight budget, I absolutely recommend you go be part of their PMQ program because it is extremely budget friendly and it is also really fun to do. And it really does help. I mean, Lucas can attest to this. It really does help you learn the craft. So I absolutely recommend it to anybody else. I just kind of really haven't been into it lately because I've had so many other things going on. So Terry says, I found my fabric addiction was pre-cut kits and often has BOGO sales on them. Oh, my fabric addiction. Yes, my mom, Mama Joyce found that website as well. Yeah, and she does a lot of that. So yeah, that's definitely one of those ones too. Yeah. Wow, 9,000 Raven. That's awesome. You're gonna get there in no time. Congratulations. So. But anyway, friends, I think I'm gonna let you go tonight. We'll end this stream a little bit early tonight since we finished up, and we will be back here again on Saturday for our After Dark edition with Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl. And then we will be back again on Sunday for our puppies project. We're going to be working on our puppies project on Sunday. I think all of the puppies are done, and we may have even finished cutting up the sashing. So we may be putting some rows together, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. I'd have to pull out the box to tell you for sure. It's always fun when I pull out the project boxes because we only work on them once a month. So I pull them out, I'm like, what are we doing today? Because I do not remember where we're at on most of them. I do like to leave myself little notes, though. So, all right, friends. Well, thank you again so much for hanging out with me this evening. I really, truly appreciate y'all hanging out here. Don't forget to tickle that like button on your way out. And if you are watching this after the stream has already aired, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are still trying to get our goal to that 1,000 subscribers. We're about 125 away, so we'll get there eventually. Is there a heist going on? I don't know, Terry. Is there? I don't know. I didn't pay any attention. Does somebody know if there's a heist? Oh yeah, Raven started a heist. Yeah, there's one going on. We can hang out for a few minutes and let it play through. That's fine. No, honey, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. You are totally fine. I just don't like to leave before it pays out. That's all. So yeah, we can totally do that. In fact, I will join in. So everybody join in the heist. We'll see who wins. Oh, there is a heist going. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. I thought you asked me, was there a heist going? I didn't read. I need to learn how to read better. Um, so yeah, we'll wait till that pays out. Um, Lucas, last time I checked, you had 50. Oh, I'm sorry, 275 now. Good for you. So you're gonna get up there in no time. Not me, I won't win. Raven wants to lose her thimbles one last time. Susie, good evening. She says, good Thursday morning, everyone. Good evening, Susie. We were just getting ready to take off here in just a second. We're just running through a heist, but good evening. Welcome back. We're just waiting for a heist to pay out. But yeah. We finished our Easter Bunny block, Susie. Our Easter Bunny. We're going to call him Mr. Cottontail. You gave Lucas one symbol. You're funny. Too funny. Alright, looks like everybody's in on the treasure hunt. I don't know why it still says treasure hunt. That is the one piece of text that I cannot change. Like, I could change everything else to be symbol related, except for that one piece of, of text, and I cannot find it anywhere. Like, it is just not available. Uh-oh, Lucas, you have 0 symbols now. Uh-oh. He's risked them all. All 225 of his symbols he's risked. I guess we're gonna wait and see what happens. May the odds be ever in your favor. Lucas is broke. Not broken, just broke. Lucas has no more thimbles. Nope. Well, he traded them all in. Yep. Mona figured out where to change it. Maybe email her. I will try that. Yeah, because I did. I was able to change everything else except for where it says the treasure hunt. I cannot find the treasure hunt text, but I can change everything else. Everything else. Lucas and I had looked once before, but maybe it's been a while since I've looked, so maybe I'll try again. Oh, geez, everybody's trying to give Lucas symbols. We're just waiting for the heist to pay out. It should pay out any minute now. Any minute now. In the meantime, I will continue cleaning. I'll continue putting things away where they belong. It will save me from having to do it later. Put that away. And now it's stuck. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look at that! I think the thing is rigged. I think it's rigged. It's gotta be rigged. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with. Look at that. Lucas wins 496. Lucas, Fern, Raven, Terry, Susie, and myself. Well, congratulations to all of our winners. Congratulations, all of our winners on that heist. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me this evening. I really do appreciate it. Every time I get to hang out with you guys, it always makes my day. It really, truly helps. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I will see you back here again Saturday evening, 6:30 p.m. Central Time for our After Dark edition. It's always a hoot with Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl. But anyway, I will see you guys again very soon. Bye for now, friends.